But let's move on to the Jets in an awkward position with Zach Wilson. Now, we talk about Aaron Rodgers on the program a lot, but Zach Wilson now is in a very, very awkward type of position because the Jets still owe him upwards of $4 or $5 million for this upcoming season. Of course, they want to trade him. They want to get him somewhere. And the problem is no one really is calling his name yet, right? No one's reaching out saying, we want Zach Wilson. We'll take Zach Wilson as our quarterback. We'll take him as our backup quarterback. So here's the thing. The Jets are trying to trade him, and this happens from time to time with certain teams. But the problem is, if they don't trade him now and he's just walking around the locker room like a Debbie Downer, it's like, okay, you guys don't really want me here. Where am I going to go? They still got to pay him $4 to $5 million. It's a salty wound. They put him in, they bench him. They put him in, they benched him. And I got to tell you, I'm not over here, I'm not a heavily Zach Wilson fan. I'm not saying, oh, yeah, he's going to be the best. But I'll tell you this. I don't think Zach Wilson played all that bad. And a lot of critics will say, oh, he was terrible and the Jets suck. And yeah, they didn't play that well all season. They had a roller coaster ride. But Zach Wilson wasn't absolutely horrible. I mean, he showed some great times and great points during the season where it was like, you know what? He's not bad. And a lot of the people that were watching the season, they were kind of like, whoa, Zach Wilson is explosive. He is good. He can run. He can throw. And then all of a sudden he has a bad game, right? And people are like, oh, yeah, he's got to go. We're not a fan of Zach Wilson anymore. He just isn't that good. We don't like him. We want somebody else. And they just keep moving and surfacing different things. I think they really need to find Zach Wilson a home. I think there are teams out there as a backup quarterback, certainly. There's somebody out there for Zach Wilson could join forces somewhere. But I'm just saying, more importantly, the Jets are in a very awkward position. Aaron Rodgers comes in. He's like a coach on the field. Not sure what's going to happen. They're talking to Ryan Tannehill. They want to bring Ryan Tannehill in. And here is Zach Wilson sitting there on the roster, walk around the locker room like, I'm going to get my money regardless, right? Like, I'm getting $4 to $5 million whether you put me in the game or not, right? Whether you put me in the game or not, I'm making $4 to $5 million. So Zach Wilson, that's awesome for you. You get paid this money. I don't know if there are any Jet fans in here. If you're in it for the first time, put who you love. I know, Tracy, you love the Eagles. Candy, I believe it's the Cowboys. Whoever you love in the chat, put your favorite team. Will the Jets be good this year, right? For everybody watching for the first time, hit the like button and subscribe. We have a lot of guests coming on the show. Last week, if you watched, we had a fighter on the show. And this week, we have UFC fighters. We have NFL players. We got a few basketball players coming on. We're talking college basketball as well. But I'm just saying, to end in a nutshell, the situation with Zach Wilson is this. It's very awkward. I don't think Zach Wilson kind of knows what's going on, right? His agent's probably like, we got to find somewhere for you to go, man. Like, you're in New York. You're in one of the media capitals of the world, New York City, and you're not getting a lot of good publicity right now. Like, you're not getting a lot of love and support from your fan base. It's time to find that team where maybe he can rebuild. Hey guys, thanks for watching and tuning into the Brandon Mason Show. Please remember to like and subscribe. Until next time.